So this is Bird Island, Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands. I guess it's a bird sanctuary. I'm not absolutely sure, but they call it Bird Island. Okay, I'm at the Grotto, Saipan, and I just came down the steep set of stairs right there. And this is what the grotto looks like when you get down here. This is Suicide Cliffs, Saipan, where thousands of Japanese people jumped off these cliffs in World War II because they were brainwashed by the Japanese that the Americans were so evil that we would eat them. So they jumped off these cliffs. They did the same thing in Okinawa too. So I can't read Japanese, of course, but I'm sure that says something about all the people that died here. Here's the other part. It's really sad, but it's a beautiful spot at the same time. That's the most northern tip of the island right there. These are all the little monuments for people to kind of show you. It's just an absolute terrible thing if you really think about it. Wow. Okay, so this is the bottom of Suicide Cliffs on Saipan. Trying to show you the whole cliff here, really hard. Alright, and then this is the last command post right here. The sun was just blasting a couple minutes ago, and actually the video wasn't that good, so maybe now with the cloud hiding the sun, maybe the video will be a little better. So here's a tank that's been sitting here for 80 years. This was a Japanese tank that was used in the Battle of Saipan. Here's one of their big guns that they were shooting at our Navy ships. And here's a few of the other big guns, and they even have some little ones, and I bet those little ones do some damage. Look at that. Here's a big one. And here's the little one. The little one's cute, but I bet you that little one would really hurt mess some things up. All right, so here's a big one again. And then up there is the last command post. Up there in that rock. I'll show you. The last command post. What's up there? So this was the last place that the Japanese made their last stand before they basically all died. The Japanese wouldn't surrender, so they would just die. So I think we killed 20,000 of them here. I don't know if this was a gun emplacement hole or if this was the actual front door. But it's built into the wall here of the cliff face. You see how this goes. And then from here, you can look right out to the ocean when these palm trees probably weren't here back in those days. So let's go in. There's a hole there. All right, you guys want to go in? Let's go in. Oh, wow. Well, that beam blew up. Look at this big hole that blew up. They blew out. Wow, we blew that out. Okay, now look. Those are real gun holes for guns that were in place here from the Japanese. There must have been a big one right here, and that's why they got it blown out right there. And look, when they did it, they hit that too, the beam. Oh, wow. Okay, oh shoot, look at this. That one got blown out too. That was a gun emplacement because there's the bottom one and the top one. They have them bottom top. Small one on bottom. Big one on top, see? Give you the view. And then I think this was the back door because it was straight right there and then it's blown out right here. Go through it. So this is the back side. And so you can see the gun emplacement, gun holes. That's the top one. And there's the bottom one. This is where we just looked out. So I'm in the back of it now. This is back. This is the actual cliff face right here. That right there is where all the Japanese civilians landed when they jumped off the cliff faces thinking that us Americans were going to eat them. That's what the Japanese soldiers told them and made them have the will to throw their children off of the cliff and to jump themselves with their children and land in this from 200-300 feet high because they were brainwashed to think we were going to eat them. And it happened on Okinawa also. It's not just Saipan that happened. It's the treachery and the horrible things that happen in warfare. So here we go. We're back on the... That's a gun hole on the top, gun hole on the bottom, and there was one over there too, and we blasted that. And you can tell how we blasted it. So I don't assume that anybody that was in there survived. Oh, and look, you can see the bullet holes. See the bullet holes? See them? That's damages from World War II. This is the last command post on Saipan for the Japanese Army.